Good morning, everybody. I'm Jamar McHugh, your favorite sports analyst with my co-host.
James Jurowitz.
And this morning, y'all finna get served for breakfast, J&J Sports episode 77. James, how you feeling this morning, man?
I feel fantastic. We're into fall and into football, so a lot of good stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. We're deep into football, man. We got some good topics for y'all this episode this morning. We finna knock out. But before we do any of that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube, Podbean. We almost at 200 subscribers. Episode 77, man. We almost at 100. When we hit that 100, man, we got to do a celebration for you guys for sure. Appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us. But let's cut all the small talk. James, you ready?
I'm ready.
So this first piece of news, man, I'm not gonna lie, James. This one shook the world. It shook me, hearing this, and yeah, it might shake you when I tell you, James. Are you ready for this, man?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, man. So the Chicago legend Derrick Rose just retired from his 16-year NBA career with the Memphis Grizzlies. This was crazy when I heard this. We already know, he's a Bull legend, leaving with the Memphis, transferring to different teams. We kind of already know his story, man. How did you feel what was your initial thoughts when you heard about this?
This was interesting because he's accomplished so much already, and but he is kind of missing that one thing that NBA players are all, everybody wants there.
Man, yeah, man. This announcement shook the world in a major way. But before we even get into it, man, Derrick Rose, man, I want to congratulate you from your just whole NBA career success. Like, you really changed the game for a lot of people. But let's get into it, James. What do you think made him make this decision to retire?
I think maybe it was a combination of him just getting older in the game and just maybe wanting to start the next phase of his life. It's possible there's broadcast opportunities or analyst opportunities, coaching maybe. He could probably do just about whatever he wants after basketball.
That is true, man. I think it was just time, kind of what you saying, man. Being in the league for almost 20 years is a legacy within itself. I mean, he gave so much to this game with his play style, agility, and just being one of the most elite point guards to ever play. You know what I mean, James? If we kind of look at his career average stats, man, he averaged just out of his whole career 17 points, 5 assists. He played 723 games and he had 518 starts. That's pretty impressive, James. We all know Derrick Rose's journey and being with different teams and basically trying to find the right team. But to watch, which team do you feel like you've seen his greatest play at and like left an impact for him?
I'd have to probably lean towards his early stuff with the Bulls. And this was a name that has been big in basketball for at least 15 years now. And his rookie season, it was big, but he just kept getting better and better. So I think probably that.
Yeah. For me, it would have to be the Bulls as well. That was the prime Derrick Rose. That's when we seen him. Nobody could stop him. Nobody could stop him, James. I mean, man. Even though they did him so badly, James, I don't know if you kind of got into that story of how he got hurt. We all know he got hurt, and they kind of just let him go, like he was. But it's the fact that a lot of people don't realize he put a lot with this team. Like, he gave a lot, the players that give a lot to their first team, that just shows like it's more than just basketball. It's like, he loved that city. That's his city, really. He's from Chicago. Yeah. Which is totally different. Like I said, he was, a different monster around that time. Just accomplishing goals, his dunks. What were your thoughts kind of when they just let him go like that? Like, what were your thoughts about that?
Why? Why did they do that? This is the biggest name for the Chicago Bulls since Michael Jordan. I mean, I can't think of anybody in between Jordan and Derrick Rose of like, this is their superstar.
Yeah.
And they should have definitely treated him a lot better than they did.
Yeah, and that just goes to show how, the NBA is now. It's no loyalty. He gave loyalty. The minute you see a player giving loyalty to your team, it should already be like we know injuries is going to come, even though he had a big injury, ACL. But at the same time, I feel like James, if they would have worked with him and built him back up, James, he could have got them a ring. That's no question. We probably would have seen him playing now. You know what I mean? So I feel like that part of his career, that's kind of what really broke him. And it's these are some quotes that kind of I he said recently that kind of backs up that. So um he said my hustle doesn't define who I am. Knowing that I gave all to the game, I feel confident in my decision. Basketball is just the beginning for me. Now it's time to give my all to my family. Which, that's fair. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm pretty sure he sacrificed a lot, missed a lot of family time throughout his career. So, yeah. We kind of get into his achievements, man. The list is long, but we're going to get into it, man. NBA most valuable player, three-time NBA All-Star, All NBA first team, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA All Rookie first team, third team All American, first team um, Parade All American, third team Parade All American, and the youngest player to ever win an MVP, James, in 2011. James, his resume is way past Hall of Fame status to me. Um, yeah, if we're gonna get into the amazing game finishes that you can remember from him. What's one game that you seen him play where he had that finisher or like impacted the game? What game would you say that would be?
I would have to say any of the games that he played, like his highlights playing against Kobe,
Yeah,
I love those. And then also him facing off against, some of the other superstars in the league. Those are always a lot of fun.
yeah. Uh, for me, man, it'll be the game he had against the Cavaliers in the playoffs. He was with the Chicago Bulls. That buzzer beater. I don't know if you've seen that game. It was game three. Uh, they were both tied 96, and he shot a three, like just let it go, faded away like it was nothing. James, that was so amazing. That was one of his best game buzzer beaters ever, for sure. I'll have to give him that. Um, does Derrick Rose deserve a statue of honor in his flowers? And regardless, with or without a ring, will he be in the Hall of Fame?
He's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame. Now, a statue would be interesting because it's like I guess where would they put it? Somewhere in Chicago, probably.
Oh no, that's only right. That's only right.
And sure he didn't get the ring, but we will see him. He's going to get his flowers through getting into the Hall of Fame there. But I don't know if Chicago if they retire jerseys or have like their own kind of ring of honor there in the arena.
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it. They probably did one from him a while back, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna do another one since this is a recent retirement. They're definitely going to do something in Chicago um, to honor him because, like I said, he did a lot for that city. He kind of painted the way for Chicago over there. Other than Michael Jordan, he was the next step. So we'll have to see. Um, Derrick Rose, I'm giving you your flowers, man, right here on J&J Sports, man, show. And I know for a fact they will build a statue in your honor. Greatness, not only did you impact the game of basketball, but he painted the way for a lot of these young players like John Moran and a lot of these young point guards that, kind of look up to him or whatever. So, yeah, kudos to you. Like I said, ring or not, man, your legacy it was great. It was great.
Would
But
you
y'all let
argue that he kind of changed that position and changed the way that people play basketball? It was kind of like a new style that he brought.
Oh yeah. I mean that, other than Allen Iverson, him, just getting through people, dunking on people at his size and height, James. He wasn't the tallest on in the court, but he's dunking on centers and it's like, how? How are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like I always thought about that. Like, man, this dude is just all time. He's an all time player. I don't think there's no player in the NBA right now that can kind of match him. The only player like that I see would be closest, just far as all around defense, offense, is Russell Westbrook to me. Because he'll actually try and he'll give you defense, he'll give you rebounds, he'll do everything.
That's a good comparison. I like that.
No, absolutely. Uh, but we'll keep you guys updated on him and just stuff like that. Uh, like I said, giving your flowers, man. We appreciate you and everything you did for the game. So we'll keep you guys updated on him. Before we get into our next one, though, James, we got a few sports news of the day topics. Derrick Rose, which we kind of talked about, could be the cover of 2K26, man. Is this only right?
Oh, it's very right. He better be on the cover.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. If not, we gotta file a complaint, James, because that's crazy if they don't do that. And I feel like how they should do it, they should kind of the cover should be kind of like him currently, and then two past, career Bulls and another team. That'll be dope, James. I'm not even gonna lie. But we'll keep you guys updated if they do have him on the cover for sure. Um, Now there's been a questionable trade between the Timberwolves and the Knicks, James. I don't know if you heard about this, but Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle will be doing trades against the team. And a lot of people didn't agree with this, James. This trade. Basically, the Knicks want Karl Anthony Towns, and they're willing to give up Julius Randle's and first round picks for him. So, do you feel like that's a good trade?
It's definitely a good trade for the people who are getting the first round picks, but maybe like throw in another player or something from the other team. I mean, that might even it out.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me. I feel like a lot, and I know a lot of Knicks fans are like upset about it. Like, why would you get rid of, you know, why would you get rid of him? And all that just for Carl Anthony? Nah, I wouldn't have did it. Nah, but we'll keep you guys updated on that. And then Devontae Adams, he'll be out for Week 4 game against the Browns. Did you hear about that?
They're going to need him. And, considering he's not going to be there against the Browns, I mean, the Raiders should hopefully be able to get through that game, I'm thinking, but it's going to be a lot more difficult without Adams there.
Yeah, it is, bro. And I feel like he fires the team up in
Oh,
general.
yeah,
Like,
the passion that he shows.
yeah, like he gets the team going when they winning, losing, tied. You know, he he's kind of like a second coach to me. But we'll keep you guys updated on him. And then our next one, man.
J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.